Bye-bye.
Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the College Football Playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The ball is loose. The defense recovers, trying to run this back now.
You know, with wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. He'll hand it off. Physical run breaks through a tackle. The freshman brought down after a nice run.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive rolling.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, FIU. It was a foot race and he won it. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside. It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He stopped him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Trying to extend the play. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a fourth down decision coming up.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
The pocket breaking down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, I understand what you're doing here. As a play caller, you want to take that chance. You want to keep the ball. You want to keep the drive alive. But this is the risk you take, and the defense comes up with a huge stop.
Throw to the running back in the flat. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense, and then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a fourth down.
Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida International. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, what a great call here by this defense. They're playing man coverage. The free safety kind of roaming the middle of the field. Uses his eyes to be able to read the quarterback and really anticipates the throw to come up with that interception.
And it's caught. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Running out of time in the pocket. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Grab made by the tight end. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Testing the right side here. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Panthers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team is on the wheel. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. The pass rush closing in. Second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Raiola. He's running out of time here. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback drops back. Escapes the pocket. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a fourth down call. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Quick throw to his receiver. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU. And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the first. It looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
On their own side of the 50, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
And one of the things we love about this guy is his ability to use his legs when he has to. And I almost feel like he got behind that offensive line, and because of his size, I don't know if they were able to locate him. By the time they did, it's a first down for the offense.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. Tackle made after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Eludes a tackle. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man steps out of the 28. Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. It's caught downfield. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Tight end goes in motion. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is over-committing to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and, man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida International. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Handoff to the back. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And the game just good enough for a first down. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. The Cornhuskers lining up here on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to throw yet again. Tries to get it to the running back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. First down here for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
The slant may look like an easy play to defend, but it can be really tough, especially against man coverage, without any help to the inside. If you're the offense and you continue to see that.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks like he's going to run it. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. Looking deep. And it's incomplete. Trying for a big play there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the return man steps out at the 28. Here comes the Golden Panthers offense back out there now. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. He's going to hand this off. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Now it's 2nd down here. And pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
They're going to run it here. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down. Can they pick up the first?
Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Well, this is the risk you take as a play caller. So often people want to try to go for it on 4th down, but you got to be careful. As you see right here, the defense makes the play to get the ball back themselves.
Pressure is coming. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaking free at the 35. Finally brought down all the way at the 6-yard line. Puts him in great scoring position.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Lining up to try the extra point. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They'll give it to the back. Finds room at the 30. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Handoff from the shotgun. Running through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
Hey, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's intercepted.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
Here comes the Florida International offense back on the field. Takes the handoff on the counter play. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
That's another good run for him. But what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And there's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. The back's got to run a pitch. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Another nice run by this running back, and he's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Pitches to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. You're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Going for his running back. Finds his target. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Single back takes the handoff. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Here's the second down play. Handoff heading left. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Play of this marathon march, but it's third down and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And here comes a deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Dropping back. It's Raiola. Bringing pressure. The pocket breaking down. Tries the right with a quick throw. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. And incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, FIU. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the return starts from inside the 20. And he's brought down after a decent return out of the 31. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense. I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defense.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Huskers will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Trying for a fourth down completion. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big gain, but they could have used that when this football game was still in doubt. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user have not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Point after, knocked right through. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Running out of time in the pocket. He's going for a big play downfield. Took one last shot with no time on the clock, though. This game is over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team